Welcome to the California College Guidance Initiative, californiacolleges.edu overview. This is a platform that's utilized within the Burton School District for grades 6 to 12 to really focus on helping our students develop their post-secondary plans. So really looking at college and career readiness, providing students with tools necessary to navigate the world, look at their options, and make informed decisions when it comes to their life after high school. We began this journey with California colleges last school year. We rolled this out with our 7th to 12th grade students, and this year we're actually rolling it down to our 6th grade. So really starting early to get that college and career readiness going, get the conversation going, get students thinking about the future. So I would like to take a moment just to watch a real quick video, just to give you an overview and kind of a visual of what we will be talking about throughout this presentation.
Over the next few minutes, I'm going to take you on a very brief tour of some of the planning tools on californiacolleges.edu, logged in as a high school student. Let's get started. To sign in, students go to the padlock in the top right corner. Once signed in, students will see a home page customized for their grade level. Embedded in the platform is a comprehensive 6th to 12th grade college and career planning curriculum. When students sign in, they will see blue bubbles that correspond with the lessons for their current grade level. Students can easily access instructions from their accounts, and educators are provided with corresponding lesson plans. To get around californiacolleges.edu, use the navigation bar. It is broken up in 4 sections: My Plan, College, Career, and Financial Aid. My Plan is the student's digital portfolio where they store their favorited colleges, careers, applications, goals, and more. Students can upload important documents like their resumes, college essays, and student worksheets. My Plan is also where they access the Advanced Academic Planner and the CSU UC eligibility tools. When clicking on the College tab, students can use the College Search tool to explore colleges both in California and across the nation. However, for-profit schools are excluded. There's also a major search tool and links to the different college applications such as CCC Apply and Cal State Apply. In the Careers section, high school students have access to 3 different assessments where they begin to learn about themselves and identify careers that match their interests. Students can take the Do What You Are and multiple intelligence assessments a maximum of 3 times, but the interest profiler can be taken as many times as they'd like. Middle school students have 2 assessments in their accounts, the interest profiler and learning styles. Once the assessments are complete, students can heart or favorite those careers which will be saved in their My Plan. Every career has a fact sheet for students to explore. By clicking on a career, students will learn about the education required, salary information, related majors, colleges offering those programs, and even related careers. Financial aid is where students will find information and links to the FAFSA, DREAM Act, CSS Profile, Cal Grant, Chiefy Grant, and more. These are some of the general college and career planning features available to your student.
So as you saw in the brief video, it really is an interactive website that's designed for students to help them prepare and plan for their college and career. It is a web-based platform, which is fantastic because students can utilize it, can access it at anywhere, at home, at school, after school, over the weekend. It's always at their fingertips. And it really is used as the academic hub for students that ties into some of the most important planning pieces for life after high school. So the California Student Aid Commission, California community colleges, California state universities, and then they are working and in the process of getting it connected with the UCs, so the Universities of California. It really is a way for schools to integrate college and career planning for grades 6 to 12. So provides steps for students, steps for teachers, lesson plans, curriculum, guidance, activity for students to complete at each grade level that really breaks down the whole idea of college and career to make it easier for students to understand and not so overwhelming. And beginning with 6th grade, it just gets those students going, gets them thinking about it. That way, by the time they get to their senior year, they have a clear plan. It's not a stressful time, and they are at a point where, again, they can make those informed decisions as to what their next steps are in their life. And as always, it just helps maintain that college and career culture that we really try to cultivate within Burton School District. We really want to foster students and their plans for what they have in their future, whether that be going to a college, going to a 2-year, a 4-year, a trade school, or going straight into career. So it really helps to develop and maintain that, and really just gets that common language being spoken among teachers, parents, and staff members. So the specific objectives taken from the actual initiative is that all high school seniors in California will graduate with a clear post-secondary plan, including college goals and career goals. And this really is what our goal is for our students as well. We want every single student that we graduate to leave us knowing what they're going to do next, having a clear idea, a clear plan. We all know adult life can be very scary at times, especially when you're just becoming an adult. The world can be thrown at you. And so we really hope that our students can utilize this platform to help mitigate some of that stress and really help them plan and help them understand the steps needed to take to reach their goals. Another objective with this initiative is that the students' academic transcript data follows them as they advance across educational systems to reduce information gaps. So this really is just to ensure that student information is transferred successfully. There's no missing pieces. California colleges utilize this system as well, and they are able to pull student information from it. So it's a great tool to help with any of those information gaps that could at times hinder student success. So as you saw in the video, this platform really includes a variety of tools for students to use. There are a number of career assessments, such as the interest inventories, personality assessments. So really looking at students' interests and matching those interests up to some potential career fields that students might be interested in. And the really great thing is that it matches it up with so many different careers that students maybe have never even heard of before. And it allows them that opportunity to investigate, to research, to look into what those careers might be, and to really see if that's something that might interest them. And it also allows them to utilize the academic planner. So the academic planner is where the students are able to go in and map out the courses that they need to take in high school in order to meet their goals. And so this could be, ensuring that they stay on track for their A to G completion, meeting those college prep requirements for the UCs and CSUs, taking those courses that are going to benefit them in their career field, and so forth. The platform also includes the career major search tool, which again is just such a great tool for students to go in and they can type in any college system that they are interested in looking at and really get some in-depth information about what those campuses have to offer. And same thing with the major search tool. Students can go in, look up specific majors. They can tie those majors in with what degrees are needed, and then from there, tie it in with college campuses that actually offer those degrees. So it helps the students, one, identify that career goal that they have, and then work backwards to the steps that they need in order to reach that goal. The website also includes just common vocabulary that students may hear as they navigate throughout their college and career investigating, just to kind of help them understand some of those more commonly used terms. And the biggest benefit of this is that all of these different searches, all of these different assessments, it's all saved in what's called the Student's My Plan. And so it's a place where students can save their favorite colleges, save their career searches, save any activities that they've done. So it really just serves as kind of that college and career readiness online portfolio for students. So what can students do? Aside from what we just talked about on the previous slide, and some of the things that we're actually going to be doing this year, and I'll go over that in just a second, as far as our goals for each grade level. Students are able to complete grade level activities that help guide them toward a college or career plan that matches their interests. So there's a variety of different activities that students can complete. Again, it's really just getting them to think about what some good options might be for them and helping them map out their plan. Students can find and favorite colleges and careers and majors to begin building their list. And then planning those courses for high school, monitoring their progress, again, making sure that we're keeping our students lined out with their A to G courses, those college prep courses, just so they have that opportunity to transfer to a 4-year if that's what they choose to do. It's also a place where students can apply for colleges and also keep track of those college applications. So students can actually launch their college applications from this website, and the great thing about it is that their transcript data is already housed in their California Colleges account. So that just makes it so much easier for the student when they do go to apply to college, because they now have the transcript data in there. They don't have to manually input it. And that also just helps with ensuring accuracy with what is reported on those transcripts. Students can also launch their FAFSA. And then as a counselor on my end, I can actually look to see who has started their applications for both college and the FAFSA or the CATA application, and monitor that to ensure that students are turning those in a timely manner, because I would hate for a student to have started an application for college and for whatever reason missed a deadline. So it just helps us on our end as counselors monitor students a little bit more closely. Students can also store their resumes, college applications, and other important documents. Again, it really is a tool for students to utilize in any way that they want to. We want them to get so much out of this, and so they can really do lots of great things to kind of make this their own unique online portfolio. And so when we look at the data matching, so what it does is our areas information is tied in with California colleges, and it does update monthly. And this really is just to ensure that the data is clean and reliable. And so this just allows students to monitor their grades, to see their eligibility, and then also just helps match students' records once students transfer outside of Summit onto their post-secondary campuses. And so I would like to go over briefly the goals that we've set forth for the 2021-2022 school year. And we've gone through each grade level and just created benchmarks of what we would like our students to complete during the school year. And so most of this will be done during the students' Wednesday first period class. We have set aside some extra time during first period on Wednesdays for activities such as this. So, for example, let's just start with 9th grade. So by October, we want to make sure that we have all of our freshman students registered. And most of our students coming in, if they were from BMS or SCIA, they should have their accounts registered already. But we will make sure and do a double check. We'll catch any of those new students that have transferred from out of district to make sure that all students are ready to go to where they can utilize this platform. We also want to make sure that our students have completed their interest profiler. If they'd like to, they can actually take the interest profiler an additional time. But one of the really great and unique things about our students here at Summit in 9th grade is they actually complete the CCC application, which is the California California Community Colleges application. And so all of our freshmen are enrolled in a college and career class that has the potential to lead to college credit. In order for the students to even be eligible for that credit, we have to have them complete their PC application. So we want to make sure and get this started in October. And you'll see down in December, we want to make sure that it's completed at least by December. So we'll get that started in October with all of our freshmen. We sit down with them, we go through the process with them, make sure they understand. And then the academic goal that we have for our freshmen is we really want them to think about where they're going in high school. So we want them to set a goal involving their academic achievement for their first year of high school, because a lot of times we have students that come in and it can be a rough start. The transition to high school sometimes can be hard, and it's just so important that students understand how impactful every semester can be in grades, in college applications later on down the line. It's always a hard thing to listen to a senior who really wants to go to their dream school, and they reflect back and maybe didn't have such a great freshman year, and they just, they're not too happy with the situation that they've put themselves in because they didn't do well their freshman year. So we really want to make sure that all of our students understand the importance of their academics beginning their freshman year. By December, we want our freshman students to have created a career list. So that's really tying it in with their interest profiler. So looking at those careers that they have been matched up with and maybe adding a few of those to their list so they can start investigating and seeing if those are good career matches. And again, we want them to complete their California Community Colleges application by December. By March, we want our freshman students to start their college list, so tying their career into colleges that offer programs within their desired career field. And we want to encourage them to look at junior colleges, CSUs, UCs, vocational schools, whatever that might be. And then for June, we do have a career goal. We want students to create a goal that gives them experience within a career field of interest before they leave high school. So this is really where we want them to start thinking about internships, about work-based learning, about possible jobs that they could have throughout high school that would really give them that experience. One, to know that if that's the career field that they really want to go into, but then to give them that foundational knowledge, which could lead to better success when they transfer out. For our 10th grade students, by October, again, we're going to have them do their interest profiler if they have not done it yet. We want them to add and modify their college and career list. And then the college goal that we have for our 10th grade students by October is that we want them to think of a goal that makes them a better college applicant. And this is where we're really starting to talk about the importance of an overall well-rounded student. So yes, academics are important, but a lot of times colleges want to see, and scholarships for that matter, want to see students outside of academics. What do they do? Are they involved in activities? Are they taking on leadership roles? Are they volunteering within their community? And so we want to get that thought going with students, and especially during their 10th grade year, just because they still have time to participate in things within high school. And so we want them to reflect and see what opportunities they might be interested in. And then in December, we're going to have our 10th grade students launch a financial aid lesson. And so it really is an introduction to financial aid. Here, the students are going to learn about the different types of aid that's available, such as grants, scholarships, and loans. Again, because it's just such an important part of students' decision making, and we want to make sure students have a good knowledge when it comes time to decide if they're going to be taking out loans or applying for scholarships or so forth. By March, they will do a second lesson, which is the financial aid cost of college. And so this is looking at the different types of college costs and how that financial aid can actually help alleviate some and possibly all of those college costs. By June, we want them to do a journal. And this is just kind of reflecting back on their year. So are they on track to meet their high school goals? Will their current performance allow them to reach their college and career goals that they've set forth? And then if not, what practices do they need to change, or what do they need to start doing in order to get on track to meet those goals? Now, when we look at our 11th graders, by October, again, the interest profiler and adding to and modifying their college and career lists. For our students in 11th grade in December, they will also do a financial aid lesson, and theirs is understanding financial aid, which will help them understand when and how to apply for financial aid. Because once they become a senior, the fall is a very busy time for seniors. Applications for college, applications for financial aid, they hit students all about the same time. So we want to make sure our 11th graders are prepared going into their senior year. So we're going to start off with that lesson in December. And then in March, they'll have an additional financial aid lesson, and that is learning the real cost of college. And their college goal is going to be creating a goal for their college applications. Again, because when they start their senior year, the fall semester is just so busy with application season. We want to make sure they're prepared, not just for their financial aid application, but also for their college applications. And then in June, for their career goal, we want our 11th grade students to create a goal to reach their desired profession within 5 years. So this is really that long term. How do I get to where I want to be within 5 years? And so this can include college programs that they are going to be applying for, entry-level jobs or internships that they can participate in during their 12th grade year or even while they're in college, any type of certifications that may be needed for the goal that they've set for themselves, and then also networking. Networking always has positives and getting out there and meeting new people, and so we want students to really reflect on that at the end of their junior year. So for 12th graders, this is really where the data matching piece comes into play and really helps out our students. So October, students will launch their college applications. Those CSU applications, the filing period is between October 1st and November 30th. The UC application filing period is November 1st to November 30th. And so we want students to launch those in October, get started on those, and then also launch their FAFSA or CATA application, so those financial aid applications, which also open up in October. So that's really what we're going to be focusing on with our 12th grade students. Again, just being there to support them, monitoring them along the way to ensure that they are meeting important deadlines. By December, we of course want their UC-CSU applications in and completed if that's where they are choosing to apply. If students are choosing to apply to any private colleges, there are different deadlines, and so we'll work with those students independently to make sure they get those applications in on time. By March, we want students to have their FAFSA or their California Dream Act application completed and submitted. And then by June is kind of when we want to make sure that students have wrapped up all their financial aid planning, they've accepted their financial aid packages, they have submitted their intent to register with whatever college it might be, or if we're looking at the career side of it, that the students have their career plan lined out and they know those next steps that they will be taking after they graduate from Summit. And so looking at this, really, there's so much that students can do, but we really want to make sure that parents are involved in the process. Because they always say it takes a village, and it does. We want to make sure that students have that support, not just at the school, but with the parents at home, and so parents have the opportunity to connect to their student's account. And it's a super easy process. The steps are here. You just go to California Colleges, click on the lock icon at the top right corner of the page, and then it'll pop up and you'll actually click that you want to register a new account, and you will go through the steps. You will select that you are a parent and enter the required information. Just know that you will have to put in the name of the school district. We are listed in California Colleges as Burton Elementary, and then the school that we are listed under will be Summit Charter Academy. So after that, the only thing that you will need to get connected to your student's account is your student's ID number. If your student doesn't know it, if you don't know it, please reach out to us. That's something we can easily give you access to so that we can get you connected with your student's California Colleges account. Then once signed in, parents, you're able to view your students' activities, monitor their progress, really kind of be there to support them through their exploration process. Again, we just really want to cultivate, foster, encourage that college and career readiness mindset, and make sure that students feel supported and students have a good, solid post-secondary plan. That way they can be successful citizens after they leave us here at Summit. So that is all that I have for you. If you have any questions, you can always please feel free to reach out to your student counselor, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen. Take care.